Welcome to UTAS Stadium for the final of this triple header of the Devils Academy games. It is Devils Myrtle up against Devils Primrose, the team that's going to go away and represent the state soon, having a hit out here today. It's what is now a rather wet UTAS Stadium. The rain has started tumbling. So a bit of wet weather footy has been threatening for both the 13s and 14s games. Abated to now, but it is here for this third and final game. We'll see how that impacts proceedings. So we're underway. We get early use with some strength there was Barwick. It'll be Myrtle who able to head forward. Nice mark taken by Hanlon, who drives it deep out the back. An opportunity here. Cleverly off the deck. Beautifully done there from Ava Green. Did fantastically to keep her composure. And kicked the game's opening goal inside the first minute for the Myrtle side. Great start for Myrtle here as we go back to the middle. It's an intra-squad game. These two were South v North-Northwest. This state team against the rest of the squad, I'm informed. So here is opportunity. Myrtle heading forwards. Out of there through some traffic. Ball scooped up. To drive it inside 50. Defending the situation was Cox. Got it across to Thomas, who thumps it on out of there. Clone. Pretty well. It's eventually worked out the back. Nice stuff from McMahon. Reaching in for it, Wallace. Ball spills across the line. Short kick in the direction of Pelham. Wallace fired out a handball. Looking for Wilcox. Fierce battle up towards the paint of 50 and a free kick. By the way of Myrtle. Though intercepted, driving ball out the back, stripped of the football there. It's Payne. Trying to escape. Going to do so. Clone. Clearing the areas, fielding high up and under kick towards the middle of the ground. Thomas just worked your opponent under the ball, then skips free. That was some classy stuff there. moment in attack coming up. Straightening up, snapping was Barwick, but that was charged down. She goes back in, Barwick. Sends a high ball. Trying to get free was Pelham. Just slung off her kick. Maybe a ball up. Dangerous position for a ball up here. Myrtle on the attack. Just towing it off the deck there. Cleaning it, defensive 50. One's out of bounds on the full. Charging forwards, Cotton. Cotton's kick disrupted there. Tackling work from McDonald. Free kick blown in favour of Myrtle. No, initially pointed the wrong way. It's going to go the way of Primrose. So Primrose now via Waller. Into some trouble there. Sharman lurking. Held out into space. Good repeat efforts from Chaplin. Slung off her kick. High ball. Taken almost in stride here. Hannigan just keeps it out in front of her and then cleverly just goes the little soccer through ball. That was really smart stuff. Drove it deep inside 50. Kept her on running too. She now look to apply some pressure. Bursting clear is Thomas. Launches it out of there. Spoiled away by Naylor, but had two to contend with. Does really well, Naylor. Gets the free kick. Had two to beat and beat them. Moves it into the middle of the ground for Barwick. Barwick sets it up towards the half-forward line. Taking it there is Cowburn. Cowburn stripped to the footy. Saving tackle came from Dean. Dean heads wide. Now a marking target in Crawford. Crawford heads further afield over the head of Thomas. Working hard to the football was McDonald. Spills out. A standing start. Missing the lot was Brown. Hanlon had done well to work it to her. So deep in defence, Sweeney with a high ball, kicking into a bit of a stiff wind. It's certainly going to be a tough end to get purchase on your kicks from. That one into the corridor, a nice one. The fluorescent wheels is Madison McMahon. Sets it out in front of Sharman. Sharman battling away. Wallace first to the ball. Another stoppage. So ball up on the wing. Bit of an arm wrestle early on this one. So rain has come down. Cotton sends it up. Thomas. The handball across for Hannigan under some considerable pressure and she's gone. To draw a player to her there. Handball over the top, and then a long searching kick that just drifts off line. Not too far away there, Hanlon. Oh dear, getting into a bit of trouble. It's Sweeney. Some strength shown from Barwick. Her kick though, intercepted. Nicely plucked there by Bloomfield, who wastes no time. Pumps it inside forward 50 and found the mark. Too far out to score, Cottam. She's been busy early. Aya Cottam. Well, I suppose with the wind at her back, might get a bit of extra penetration on the kick. She fancies herself. A kick from about 40. Will the wind carry her through? Well, the journey was no problem, but the accuracy was just a minor score. Heads. The players are massing. This time just stops to press it down on the deck rather than bounce. Uses every inch of UTAS Stadium and then an inch more. It's out of bounds on the full. So Myrtle dialing up the pressure. Just eluded McKendrick. A standing start. Again, the accuracy lacking. Grace Kinder, this one wide of the mark as well. Myrtle peppering the goals early on here. 1 goal, 3 to show for it so far. This time it's Williams on kick-out duty. Saunters out of defence. Drives a kick outside of 50. Didn't find a mark though. Thomas looking to burst through. Slaps it on the boot. Spoiled away by Chaplin. High ball into the corridor. Strength shown from Devine. It forward. Here's Sharman. Great relentless tackling pressure. Fielding. High ball. Intercepted as drifting back. The flight there. There's Naylor. Thomas. Donald was stripped of it. Crawford trying to make it work. Now a dart inside forward 50. Puts Hannigan under some pressure. Hannigan, Sweeney tries to get free. She's brought down in a crunching tackle. Firmly met there by Caitlin Evans. Will do the ruck work here. On it down. As Hannigan and Williams share it and go looking for Vuram. Vuram traps it, turns away, and then kicks off into the corridor. Was searching for Sharman. In the end, didn't quite have the wheels to find her, but Coxu just works it forward. Chaplin. Wide open forward 50 in front of her. No one really to kick to in there, so just has to go sideways. That's a wonderful tackle. Some great work from Pelham. In the end, the umpire calls for it just outside the forward 50 arc. Coming through Chaplin. Chaplin sends it towards the pocket. Wilcox back there, but no one going to escape from that. The umpire will have it again. These stoppages deep inside 450. Getting free and getting the shot away is Devine. It was touched though. Almost the first goal there from Primrose. Not to be. Kick. Broken up by Naylor. Bounding away with it. There's Solis. Back the other way now. Comes Waller. Waller found a target in the middle of the ground in Barwick. Thumps her side back inside 450. Plenty of numbers there. They're out the back here. Big opportunity for a goal. And the opportunity missed by Pelham. That's one she'd like back. Goal at her mercy there. Didn't quite convert. A good few minutes here. Yeah, Primrose just working their way back into the contest. Out of hands. Just inside forward 50. Almost getting free there was Mather. To wheels in, couldn't quite escape. Barwick does though. Won't have the journey. High ball. Defence holding firm, but another opportunity. This time it's Calburn. Trickling, bouncing back, and bounces through. She got the wrong end with the bounce she was after. Looked like it was just going to trickle wide, and then it turned back nicely for her. And Primrose get there first. Abby Calburn. Not that ball to talk. And that is a big goal right on the quarter time siren. Brings the margin back to 1 point, which is probably a pretty fair reflection on the first quarter, to be honest. It was a pretty even battle. It's Myrtle 1-3, leading Primrose 1-2. This Devils Academy game. The 13s and the 14s. Now the 15s. An intra-squad game here. State team going away from this playing group. So a real arm wrestle and a real entertaining first quarter here. It's Myrtle holding sway narrowly 1-3 to 1-2. Calburn kicking a goal right on the quarter time siren. After the first goal came all the way back in the opening minute. It's a long time between drinks there. Ava Green got us off and running 30 seconds in. A goal in the opening minute, a goal in the dying seconds. In between, it's a pretty tight old battle. 1 point the difference at quarter time. Be back shortly with quarter number 2. So back for quarter number 2 in this Tasmania Devils under-15 academy game between Myrtle and Primrose. Third of a big triple header here at UTAS Stadium. 13s and 14s going before this one. This looking the tightest of the 3 fixtures. Just 1 point separating the teams after a real arm wrestle of a first quarter. Goal right on the siren from Abby Calburn, tightening things back within a point, but could be even first term in terms of time inside forward half. This reflection on the contest is the scoreboard as we get ready to start the second quarter here. Beautifully roved there. Thumped deep inside 50 by Barwick. She's had a real strong start to this game, but it'll be cleared away by Cotton. Turning to gather Celise. She'll kick it into space. Wilcox will get there first, just paddles it to her own advantage, but Thomas got it in the road to break it up. Back into dispute here. Putting a handball away was Devine. Trying to get the hands free and succeeding in doing so was Willow McDonald. Forward now by Vorum. Nicely done by Mather. Shrugged free of fielding, got it over the top to Sharman. Sharman's kick, though, was intercepted. Handball into heavy traffic, but maintaining a composure, Bloomfield. Now, probably just happy to get a stoppage here would be fielding, and she does. 4-on-2 there around the ball, so a good result for Myrtle. Clear and kick from French was half smothered. Now working one clear, Sharman, 1-on-1. Big battle here. Jones out of the way, but eventually they're going to clear via Dean. Dean goes looking for Celise. Celise just outpointed by Pelham. Thomas handballed it. Back to Celise, and now an opportunity for Kinder. She'll send Team Myrtle to half forward, but play broken up as McMahon takes the intercept and drove one down the corridor. Wilcox got hands in the row, but wasn't enough to stop the play. Launching on the run is Barwick. Oh, what a goal! A thumping roost from the paint of 50 from Mia Barwick. And Primrose get their second goal of the game. There is certainly a win favouring that end of the ground, and she put it to very good use indeed there. Just spilt out the back, and from the moment it did, she had eyes only for goal. Thumping kick from Mia Barwick, who's been prolific in this one so far. It's a nice goal there. Naylor wins the hit out. Devine gets a kick away, though not quite where she intended. Crawford just extracting the football again was Barwick. She's dominating right now. Sends it inside forward 50, controlled by Sharman. Support arrived in the form of Chaplin, who couldn't quite split the middle. Just off the line for the minor score. Primrose starting strong in quarter number 2. Should find life easier with the wind at their backs. Need to dart away with it was Aylett. Her kick intercepted by Barwick, and Barwick will use that thumping boot of hers just to roost it deep. Oh, cleverly out the back was Jones, but she spilt the beans. Clearing kick towards the boundary line. It'll deflect out of play. There, Barwick, that penetrating boot of hers. She's kicking it over the top of the defensive zone there. Popping it in deep. Handball stripped of the football though was Kinder. Tackle from McDonald. And a high ball from Naylor. Around the corner. Let's sit for French. She shared it inside. And then a flying shot from Mather. Hits the post. So it'll be Myrtle to take over in the back pocket. Maggie fielding. Driving kick found Ruby Payne. The rain coming down here at UTAS, making life difficult for the players. Not ideal conditions. Here's Barwick again. She'll just thump it deep once more. This could carry all the way. It'll bounce. It's another one for Barwick. Her second goal from the paint of 50. Doing the damage from downtown is Mia Barwick. And Primrose have their third of the contest. She is a star. Showing her qualities here this afternoon. This one from even further out. I mean, that one's from 55-60. Bounced a good 10-15 metres or so, but thumping kicks from Mia Barwick. And Primrose go away to represent the state, starting to show their quality. He's caught him. Around the corner. Handball over the top. Solis. Now inside 50. First to it, McMahon. Kept it in. Umpire's whistle goes. And it'll be a high contact free kick. McMahon. High ball towards a contest. Barwick was there, but spilt the way of Cotton. Roos one high into the air. Deflects around. Trying to get through was McKendrick. Under pressure, Hannigan. She's brought to ground. A chance perhaps for a second for Ava Green. Clearing kick. Defensive 50, showing some good strength and straightening up his trudging. Might have the journey though. A relieving mark taken by Ella Cox. Cox, not quite the kick she was after there. Straight to Cottam, and Cottam slams it right back over the heads and through for a goal. Slightly almost getting there was Hannigan on the line, but not quite able to get the fingers up there. So Myrtle get their second. Turnover punished by Cottam. It's 2-3-15 to 3-3-21. To the middle. Cox knocks it on. Barwick left it for Hannigan. Now clears up towards the half-forward line. Spilt the way of Mather. Shared it with Williams, who sends one into the pocket, picks up speed, and then just has enough steam to cross the line. Given the defensive problem, had it stayed in. As it is, chance for a forward 50 stoppage. Knocked around, snapped by Barwick. She's got another one. Mia Barwick running the show here at UTAS. This one from a little closer, but they count all the same. An instinctive snap around the shoulder. Mia Barwick has 3 of her side's 4 goals. And Primrose leading this one now by 12 points. Well, this has been a starring performance from Mia Barwick. What a quality player she is. And we're back in the ruck. Barwick with another clearance, and it's a penetrating ball that tumbles all the way inside 50. Losing her footing was Jones. Spinning away with it, Kinder. Handballed it straight though to Jones, whose flying shot is offline. And a bounce on the full. Payne to take over in the back pocket. So Payne. Off hands. Tackle laid by Vorum, locks it in. No prior opportunities. The ball's handballed towards the line. Stays in play. Trying to get free is Chaplin, but can't quite do so. Here's Cottam. They'll kick out for a side this quarter. Cleared away by Bloomfield up towards the middle of the park, but there was Thomas to fire it back in. Spilmark might invite in Mather. Slippery conditions out there with the rain falling, making marking the ball quite difficult. Football out there at the moment. Lead away by Wallace. Picked it up. The flying shot is just offline. And Barwick there at half forward. Barwick just getting right in this game at the moment. Almost had her fourth. Is in a bit of trouble here is Cottam, but she's good enough to escape the pressure and clears up towards the middle of the ground. And ball heaved across to Kinder. Kinder works it further afield, and a mishandle there from Brown. It's back in the Primrose midfield. Kick off the deck towards the half forward line. Unable to gather was Mather. Nice play from Chaplin. Barwick sends it towards the pocket. Wallace paddling towards the line. Happy to see it out. Purchase on the kick from Chaplin, won the hard ball though. If I see that, Trent, free kick will go the way of Aylett. Immediately plays on. High ball off the hands of Solis. That one's going to drift straight out of bounds on the full. Primrose the chance to launch another attack. Firing in, Hubank. Strong tackle laid there by Payne. Able to lock up Chaplin. Chaplin goes off the deck. Payne kept it in. Might not have been the best decision. Rain really starting to come down here now. Was manufacturing a kick out of there was Divine. Eventually it crosses the boundary line. Conditions worsening as this quarter has worn on. Definitely getting heavier out there. Contested stoppage laden game as a result. Clean ball use, clean marks difficult to come by. Waller forced on there by Mather. Mather cracks back in. Did really well to extract it. Not much Trudgeon's kick. Barwick, centering ball broken up. Wilcox. Kick smothered. Crunching tackle from behind by Jones. And Sharman can't escape. One down. Ball, the snap, charge down. Just across the face. In French. Another behind. 15 points the lead now for Primrose. Short ball sets a task there. The kick went straight to Vorum. Thinking about playing on, thought better of it. Sea of bodies in front of her inside forward 50. She'll just set it up towards the goal square. It's well done though by Cotton. He just tries to clear the area. Hannigan tracking the football. Didn't sit for her. Blasted forward by Solis. Now turning away with it is Brown. Sends it up towards the half forward line. Chaotic bounce. They just keep the ball in motion. And they work it out the back here for Dean. And Dean is brought down. Waving tackle there by Cammy Thomas. That will end the half. So Thomas prevents a last gasp goal for Myrtle. Preserves her side's 13-point lead at half-time at a wet UTAS Stadium. Rain coming down here at York Park, making conditions quite difficult for the players. Primrose are able to kick 3 goals to 1 that quarter with the wind at their backs. Certainly easier attacking the Hudson end here today. That's for sure. It was very much the Mia Barwick show. Kicked 3 goals. 1 from 50, 1 from closer to 60. And the other one, a nice snap in the forward line. Kicked 3 of her side's goals that quarter. Sees Primrose 13 points ahead at half-time. The other goal scorer was Calburn. It's one late. Quarter number 1, Addie Calburn. Ava Green for Myrtle. Kicked 1 in the first term. Able to pull 1 back against the win. But the margin at half-time, 13 points. Sorry, just getting it was Cotton, yes. Sorry, just checking my notes there. Apologies. Cotton who got the goal that quarter for Myrtle. So the margin at half-time, 13 points in favour of Primrose. Back shortly in the second half. So ready to go in the second half. Quick turnaround here with just the 5-minute break between each quarter of this contest in this under-15 Devils Academy game. It is Primrose leading Myrtle at the half-time break. Again, the ground scoreboard and our stream scoreboard a little bit different. I'll back in our stream scoreboard and say it's 14 points, 4-5 to 2-3. As we get ready to go with quarter number 3. And Myrtle get themselves back into the contest with the wind at their backs here. Will be first use, though, for Warlow. Thumps one up towards the half-forward line. Turning sharply with Sharman. Be fed back outside to Sharman. Wilcox there to apply the pressure. Kick inside forward 50. Will stay in, and the snap goes towards the teeth of goal. Turning back, a chance here for Vorum. Couldn't quite bend it back enough, but found a teammate and raffle it. I think it was Chaplin who got the final touch through for the goal. They just had plenty of numbers out the back here. And soccering through. Primrose extend their lead to 20 points. Not sure if it was Sharman or Chaplin. I think it was Chaplin who got the final touch on it. Either could have. I think it was Chaplin who socketed it through and extends the lead to 20 points. Just worked hard to get extra numbers to the ball there, really. So they're on the attack again here, Primrose. Need to put the pedal to the metal a little, perhaps. Handball out, curling kick from French. Sharks charged down was Aylett's kick. It's going to be a free kick. They're being paid downfield. It's going to be downfield for the slinging tackle afterwards. So they'll be marched up towards the middle of the ground here. Barwick's tackle penalised. So Bloomfield, defensive side of centre, lofts one forward, bounce out in a wide open space. Slapped on by Brown. She's got 3 to contend with here, Brown. So just goes herself, just kept going, trying to soccer it off the ground. In the end, socketed it out of play. Wasn't a whole lot she could do there. Surrounded by Myrtle jumpers. Bloomfield swung at it. Brown goes back in. Look to the outside, but a mishandle from Kinder. That ball like a bar of soap at the moment with this rain. Proving difficult to handle for the players. Almost unopposed the end, McMahon. Trying to get it out of there, Devine. The handball tight to the line. Kept in. Oh, wonderful effort there. It was Hannigan who disrupted Cottam. Really good stuff from Hannigan. She lays another tackle. Trying to gather was Kinder. Clean possession proving very difficult. And eventually some good clean hands from Hannigan there. But Bloomfield lays a strong tackle and gets the ball back into dispute. Eventually it's cleared away up towards the wing. Somehow extracting the football was Chaplin, and she does well to keep her feet and then just socketed another 20 metres forward. That was really clean stuff from Jones. She's come off second best, though. Copped a stray knock in the process. Keep an eye on her and make sure she's all right. As in the meantime, it's Myrtle looking to advance the ball. Thomas just overruns it. Sliding in McDonald. Jones makes her way to the bench. Bit of a head knock. Oh, strength shown initially by McDonald, but she couldn't get past the second tackle of Cammy Thomas, and not for the first time today. Cammy Thomas making a big tackle in defence to stop a scoring chance. Liked her game. All spills out towards McDermott. Around the corner. Nice work from Cottam. Showed a little bit of the ball to the opposition, then worked it inside forward 50. Just eludes Crawford. She'll have to go back and get it. See her body's there now. Crawford goes in with another effort. A hand in from Brown. Spun around in the tackle. It was Mather. Exploding free of the contest there was Cottam, and she's just offline with her effort. A minor score only. That would have been some goal, but the way she burst away from congestion there. Impressive. She's had a good game, Cottam. It's a likely type. Thomas with 2 to contend with. Chance for a goal here. Slapped on the boot, but just offline from Willow McDonald. So Myrtle creating some goal-scoring looks here, just not quite taking them. The wind at their backs. Another behind there. Gets the lead back. Now that one straight back to McDonald, so probably too far out to score. So just guides a short little kick. Interjecting was Williams. And juggling the mark was the dominant Barwick. And the best on ground today, Mia Barwick. 3 goals in that second quarter. 2 of them coming from about a combined 110 metres. Great tackle laid by Celise. As the umpire see that's going to be a free kick going the way. Well, Barwick heads down the line. That kick not so good. Chopped off by Wilcox. Driving rain here at UTAS Stadium. Wilcox struggling free of the Mather tackle. Thomas took the mark, then bounded off into open space. Kicks it up towards the middle of the ground, forced towards the midfield. Crawford driving them inside forward 50 here. Might spill out the back. Here's an opening. Oh, couldn't quite gather it cleanly, but got it at the second attempt. Did Evans. But she couldn't complete the job. Just offline and another behind for Myrtle. They move along to 2-6-18. Trailing by 17 points. Naylor places the ball on the deck. Didn't get much purchase on the kick. Handball over the head. Will find its way through here to McDonald, who fires. It's another behind. They're peppering the goals at the moment here. The Myrtle team. 2 goals, 7. Just can't quite convert their opportunities. 4 behinds to show for the quarter. Been the better team this quarter. Haven't been able to find a goal. That could have been holding the ball. Umpire showing some leeway in the conditions perhaps. Going back in for it. Q-Bank battling with Kinder. And they force a stoppage on the pain of 50. Not ideal conditions for these players to show off the skills, but certainly gives them the opportunity to show their toughness and the pressure side of the game, which so often is the deciding factor in the wet. Barwick just heaves it on out of there. trying to shrug free. Sharman showed strength. Her kick didn't get much distance. It was called play on by the umpire. Mather spun a 360. Ball spills out. No prior the call. Flicked on by Devine. It's hot in the kitchen right now. The umpire calls for it. Tackling intensity from both sides. Impressive. Finding a way here. These young players. There'll be a few future Tassie Devil AFLW players on display today. Mia Barwick, perhaps chief among them. She's been outstanding, but this one's cut off by Wilcox, who drives it towards the half-forward line. Seized upon there by Brown. Drives them inside forward 50. Bounce didn't really do any favours down there for McKendrick. It trickles out of play. Solmus has it knocked away from her. McDonald again. Couldn't get a kick away. Anyone take clean possession? McDonald, gee, she's doing well. Got a kick away. That was smothered. And a fine tackle from Devine. Stops Evans. And getting a shot on goal. The defence under siege at the moment here for Myrtle, but they're holding up. For now, maybe no longer though, because slapping it on the boot and slapping it through the middle is Cottam. A brilliant goal from Aya Cottam. She has two. She's been fantastic for the Myrtle side, and they come back within 10 points. It's a goal there. Play is certainly deserved in this third quarter. They've dominated time in forward half. They haven't been able to take their chances till now. 3-7 plays 5-5, back within 10 points. Kicked four behinds up until that point in the quarter. They finally get a thoroughly deserved goal, and it's Aya Cottam, who's possibly been her side's best player today. Looking to bust here. Clear is Hannigan. Just shared it with Mather. Ran into a bit of trouble in the form of Cottam doing the defensive work. Release to the outside for Mather again. Didn't get too much on the handball. Hannigan was waiting on the outside. Can they work it to her? They can. So here is Sabella Hannigan. Tumbling ball round the corner. So hard to handle this football. It's been raining steadily. Devine got a good handball over the top. We know Barwick's dangerous from range. She fires another deep one inside forward 50. Sets a chance for her teammates down there. If anyone can take clean possession, they can't. They've got weight of numbers around the ball though. Trying to get a kick away was Vorum. In the end, it was really well done by Keely Trudgeon just to hold it in. One down, but straight to guess who? Barwick this time, ill-directed kick. And out of play. Nearly had a fourth there, Mia Barwick. Quite bend that one back round as she desired. 3.5 to play in quarter number 3. Primrose lead by 10 points. Been outplayed this quarter though. They might get a second goal for the turn via Devine. She too unable to direct her effort in the end. Doesn't sneak through for a behind, so it'll be a better result for Primrose in the form of a forward 50 stoppage. Trying to bust free was Chaplin. Ball over the tack back towards Chaplin. Chaplin fed it out. Cleared away by Cottam, but turned over. Pouncing on it was McDermott. Great tackle later. Saving tackle there. Flick back inside. Mather. Holding the ball was the call from the umpire. So Free kick goes the way of Crawford. Good defensive work from Crawford. She just clears it on and out of there. And they snag another late one and close within a goal heading into the last quarter. Tough work against the wind, but work their way back into the contest nicely this term. Barwick on hands and knees, couldn't get clear possession away. Slap back inside, Barwick. Handball in there. Crawford heavily involved this term. So too is Mather. Fed the handball, but to the opposition. McDonald. Plenty of it this term. Burke trying to get something going. They'll thump it forward and clean bowls Thomas and spills out the back here. Kendrick couldn't find the teammate via the handball. Dean applying some pressure. Thomas back in for it. Thomas couldn't gather. Dermott, Dean. Pressure's on here. And the snapshot is just a behind. Almost Brooke McKendrick. The final minute of the quarter. Barwick takes the mark and thumps it up the wing. In some good territory. Always valuable in wet conditions. Gathering the ball was French. One back though by Myrtle. Only to McDermott interjects. High ball. Spoiled away. Shared with Devine. Devine, a slick handball, and they'll go inside 50. Dangerous ball in the direction of Chaplin. Chaplin did nicely. Tremendous tackle that. And rewarded. Keely Trudgeon standing up in defence. Another big win there. Off hands it goes. Siren imminent here. I don't think there's time enough for anyone to score. Maybe. That would be interesting. Did she get the kick away? I guess the defenders have just let that one roll, and it rolled through. Umpire's going to confer. Looks like the siren sounded before the kick, so no score there. So it wouldn't have counted had it been a goal. So at three-quarter time break, 5-5 to 3-8. It's a 9-point lead for Primrose, and given they'll have the wind in the final quarter, they should be able to see it out. But some good fight shown by rain conditions. 9 points the lead for Primrose here as we turn for the final change. Back shortly with the final quarter. So back for the final quarter here at UTAS Stadium. Tasmanian Devils under 15 girls. The academy game here. It's been a tight one. It is the Primrose side leading by 8 points as we get ready for the final quarter of action. They've got the wind at their backs. They're going to the end. 6 of the 8 goals have been scored at, so a fairly handy advantage to have going in there, but Myrtle close enough if they're good enough. And it's been a pretty tough physical battle. Conditions have got tougher and tougher as the day has worn on. The rain has got heavier and heavier. Not a game for foot skills, very much a game for territory and the contested ball. Who's going to stand up in the last quarter? This final game, it's been a big triple header here at UTAS, the 13s and 14s beforehand. Seeing stars of the future. Certainly seeing some future AFLW talent out there today, I think. The Devils will be very keen to have involved in that inaugural squad. This age group very much players who they'll be looking to get a few in there as firm tackle laid by Pelham. On down here is Hannigan, just towing it into a bit of space. Turning away nicely was McDermott. Good defensive pressure from Fielding, just stopped the shot on goal. Nicely done by Hannigan. It's through for a minor score. Tough day for accurate kicking. Tough day for hitting targets. Very slippery football out there at the moment as Myrtle try and clear defensive 50. Reaching over the top though was Mather and flying through. Fielding in there, so too Chaplin. And one of the Primrose side's best today. Elsie Chaplin inside forward 50. Won plenty of contests. Trying to bust through was Hannigan, but she can't. She's caught. That's holding the ball. Rewarded is Maggie Fielding. Plays on quickly. The kick, though, might invite in the brilliant Barwick, who has it again. Just lost a handle on the football. She'll keep going, though, Barwick. Just keeps on keeping on. Sells some candy, straightens up, and kicks a sensational goal. Mia Barwick. She's been the dominant player on ground. That's her fourth. And they have been of the highest quality. She kicked one from 60 earlier, another from 50, and that one she just charged through about 6 of them before finishing in style in the wet. What an effort that is, and what a fine young player Mia Barwick is. And talking about stars of the future, they don't come any brighter than Mia Barwick. She has put her name up in lights again today. What a goal. What a performance this has been. Extends her side's lead to 15 points. Back in the middle, one down by Wilcox. Wilcox fed it out. There's Barwick again. Beautiful hands there. And then sent inside forward 50, spills out the back. Might be another goal coming up here. Vorum straightens up, didn't get much purchase on the kick. The flying shot is wide of the mark. Quite able to direct it there, Sharman. It'll be tossed in. Nice piece of ruck work. Off hands. Trying to get free was Pelham, but she's just unable to escape. Anyone take clean possession here. Somehow merging with it, Sharman. Fed it out the back. Sharman might go again. Almost getting clear was McDermott. Battle on there between Wilcox and Sharman. Sharman reaching in for it. Wilcox grabs the football. Sharman grabs a hold of her. One down by Hannigan. Hannigan reaching in. Barwick again, so clean. Waller sent it deep inside forward 50. Deflects out of play. Comes out the back. Eventually, some slick hands from Fielding. Rain absolutely pelting down now. Smashed clear up towards Salisa at half back. Has got Naylor to contend with. Salisa did pretty well initially, but Naylor able to persevere, win it, bend one inside forward 50. Like marking anything in these conditions, cleared away by Aylett. And managed to find a mark at half back. Hanlon heads into the middle of the ground. Off hands, ball to be won. Fell the way of Wilcox. A couple of slick little handballs, and they get it to Cottam. Cottam, fantastic for her side today. It's a couple of great goals. Here's Thomas, has offered some real defensive steel and rebound today. Forward by Jones. Pressure comes here as Trudgeon is claimed by Chaplin. Couple of swipes at that one. Nicely done by Trudgeon. Just to prevent a kick getting away, and then Cottam again in there doing the tough in and under work. Ball out. Kick was blocked off nicely by Payne. Somehow getting it out of there, Devine. Spills out the back and trickles out of play. Driving rain at UTAS. Primrose here. 15 points ahead. It's Tassie Devils Academy match. Trying to get free was Pelham, couldn't quite. She goes back in and applies some defensive pressure, and Fielding has the ball locked to her chest. Flicks about in there. Payne unable to escape. Beautifully rucked down there from Wilcox to Cottam, and Cottam gets some good territory, but it's broken up by Naylor. A ton of ball played, but they've done well here, have Myrtle, and they try to work it out the back. Big one-on-one, great body work from Burke. That was really nice. Thomas able to make up some ground and apply the pressure. McKendrick plays the 1-2 and then goes the 3, but just missed Burke. Out into open space now. A wonderful tackle there. McKendrick, ground level. The handball, though, invites in Mather. Doing well to get the hands free. There's Hannigan. And spills out the back. Oh, there she goes again. Barwick just busting through traffic. Got it to Hannigan. Hannigan drives them inside 50. Spills the way of Sharman. Sharman tumbles a kick round the corner. Fielding did well in defence. That's the umpire called there. Says she'll have it. Barwick again just bursting through the stoppage on the wing. Exciting talent she is. One down, unable to escape there. French locked to her chest. Worked out the snapshot on goal. Is through. That is beautifully done. And it was Calburn, Abby Calburn, who managed to get the kick through traffic. Heavy traffic indeed. To see her body's in the way, she somehow got it away, and that's her second of the contest. Calburn. They move along. 7-6-48. 3-8-26. Back in the middle, and again the Barwick show continues, and she lets fly from 45 for another one. Oh my, Mia Barwick. What a performance this has been. She has torn this game apart. Spectacular goal after spectacular goal. Charges through the middle, lets fly from 45, and kicks her fifth, if you don't mind. This has been something truly special from Mia Barwick. And a tough day for football. Slippery conditions. She has looked a cut above and looks like an absolute star in the making. Thomas sends it forward. Now an opportunity for Jones. Sends them inside 50 again. Snapped around the corner by French. And snavelled. Nicely done by Layla Vuram, who can go back. Try and grab a goal here from close range. She guides it through. Primrose putting the pedal to the metal late on here. They get their ninth. Vuram, the latest to find a major. Back in the middle they go. Devine's handball was shut down. Barwick fed it out to Mather. High ball, well judged by Hannigan. Did well to take it and then looked to play on. Charges out after this one. Went herring after the football. Crashing in was Green. Merging with the football, Sharman. She was stripped of it though. And that's holding the footy. Well defended, Ava Green, and rewarded. Oh, ran into Hannigan, who shut that down and then wraps her up. Looking to win it back the other way. No prior on that occasion, though. It would just be a ball up. Savella Hannigan. Toss it up again. Handball from Payne. Just works it forward. Scrap away at ground level. And the umpire says dived on it, holding the football. Free kick will go. I have Talia Crawford. He plays on, gets around the player on the mark, and then chips it up to Cottam, and Cottam's off. She charges off into the middle of the ground, drives it down the wing. Spills out the back, though. Well done again by Cottam. Had two men to contend with, but no one can take it cleanly, and perhaps a chance for Myrtle here to get something going for a late goal. Thomas couldn't quite stick the tackle. McDonald was stripped of the football by McDermott. She could make the tackle stick and wins the free kick. Sends it up towards Hannigan, takes it and opts to share it with Devine. Devine now driving it deep inside the forward 50. A couple of teammates spoil each other, and that allows Aylett to clear the area. Away by Brown. Thomas clean bowled by that one. Been a good battle between her and McDonald. McDonald just takes the points on that occasion. That was dexterous. Works the kick forward. Turning into a little bit of trouble was Hanlon, but showed good strength. Tough one there for Solis to juggle. Couldn't quite reel it in. Ball cleared away. Mather. Clean was Sweeney, but the kick not quite so good. Driven inside the forward 50. An opportunity here. Slamming on the boot and firing it through is Salisa. That's a nice goal. A consolation goal there for Phoebe Solis. Cuts the margin back to 27 points. 28 points, sorry. Keep looking at the ground scoreboard. I'm going to keep trusting the stream scoreboard just to spin the correct one all day. So 9-6-60 to 4-8-32. Some nice play through the middle there. And that will be the final act of the game. So the under-15s academy match ends with a victory for the Primrose side here. 9-6-60 to 4-8-32. But it was very much the Mia Barwick show. She kicked five goals of the highest quality. It's going to make for quite the highlight reel. She was absolutely sensational, Mia Barwick, and helped fire her side to victory. She wasn't alone, though. Had some good support throughout the lineup. There were certainly other contributors. I thought Cammy Thomas was really good at the other end of the park. Macy Devines showed some good things. Sharman, I liked the pressure she brought. Elsie Chaplin, I thought, added plenty inside forward 50. Mather, Mariella Mather, and Abby Calburn, good weapons. Whilst for the Myrtle side, 2 goals for Aya Cottam. Thought she was probably their best. Ava Green kicked another one, but I thought Cottam was probably their best player, consistent throughout the game. Wilcox showed plenty. I thought that Trudgeon did some good work defensively at times, but Kendrick fought hard. Fielding, Wallace. There was some good efforts out there. It was a pretty even battle for the most part. The difference, quite simply, was Mia Barwick. And it was her brilliance that sees a 27-point victory for Primrose. So that will do us from the triple header here at UTAS Stadium. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. A pleasure bringing it to you. Some real stars of the future on display. A few names I'll be keeping an eye on in coming years, that's for sure. A few future Devils AFLW players we've probably witnessed today. It's been an exciting day for football. Very tough conditions out there. Real credit to the players, particularly in game number 3, for the way they carried themselves. a pleasure bringing this one to you. I've been Andrew calling for AFL Tasmania and Tasmania Devils. Be back tomorrow with the boys. Same setup, 13s, 14s, 15s. Look forward to bringing those to you as well. But from UTAS Stadium, it's bye for now.